Today, it's about the powerful technique Black Flash, and with so many games with Black Flash, I'm going to be using Black Flash in different Roblox JJK games and ranking each game on a tier list, going from booty all the way to godly to see which game is the best. And starting with the first game, this is Cursed Arena. Now, I haven't visited this game in a hot minute, and this game dropped another update. Apparently, they added the strongest version of Gojo. And if you can take a look, the strongest sorcerer rework, new Black Flash plus variation. They even gave Sukuna new content as well. Enhancement move Furnace, new move Cleave plus Black Flash. So let me check his M1. Wait, can y'all hear the sound effects? Hold on, y'all hear the sound effects? Look at this. Boom. Okay, you know what I'm saying? But look at this. Lapse blue. Let's, I said lapse blue. Ooh, the 100% down. Damn! Oh, he threw a little Black Flash in that. Slammed him down into the concrete, and then you hit him in a side meat with the Black Flash. I gotta give that. Knockback is a 3. Animation, a 2, but the visual effects is a 3. But that was one of Gojo's Black Flashes in his base moveset. Now, it's time to awaken to Infinity Godhood. Oh shoot, okay, he got some nice colorful animation to his thing. Oh, here's Black Flash, and there's 2 variants to it. As you can see right here, we have Black Flash and then a variant. So let's see, Black Flash. Oh, they kept the original? Oh shoot. Oh. Damn! No, this is different. Damn! Now that does not kill. It does not kill. What is this? Hello? This is different. I don't know. It says hold 2 to do the variant.
1 hour later.
Come on! That was the Black Flash. Do you see all these? Do you know how long it took me to do this? That should have been. The attempts on that was so hard. I ain't gonna lie. That's just getting a hard grade. That one was hard to do. The knockback is a 3. The animation is a 1. The visual effects is a 3. All right. There's one more thing I want to try before we move on to the next character. Now this says hold to do variant. This is the first time I've seen a domain expansion variant. But what happens if you hold it though? Let's see. Hold. The freak is this? Hey, yo. Damn, this is insane. Did my game freeze? Hello? Oh. Ain't no way. Damn. Oh, that was hot. And that takes your whole meter away. I believe this is also like, if anybody's in the vicinity, I think that's how that works. Damn. Hey, Gojo kind of tough, I ain't gonna lie. Overall, Gojo's Black Flashes have been reworked and done pretty well. I'm gonna give it 8.4 out of 10. All right, and we couldn't forget the Cursed Apprentice Yuta in this game. And it looks like he has 2 different Black Flashes. Okay, M1, Black Flash. Okay, that Black Flash is decent. Okay, we give the animation a 2, the knockback a 2, and the visual effects a 2. All right, hold to do the variant. So let's see, 1, 2, 3. Oh, so is that a teleport? Damn. Oh shoot, it's a teleport Black Flash. Dang. Okay, now that gets a 3 for the animation, a 3 for knockback, and the visual effects a 3. I'm not gonna lie, the creativity on this Black Flash is good too. All right, now Heart Impale. Yeah, Heart Impel's whole variant 4 is not working, but I know there's a black flash attached to it. I'll put on the screen of what his black flash variation of Heart Impel is supposed to look like. YouTube's black flash is an 8 out of 10. Next, we're gonna move on to King of Curses. Now we selected King of Curses. We're in Yuji's form first. Now, I believe the first black flash is the Divergent Fist variant. So let me see. Hold to do the variant. Okay, that black flash was okay. It's not like decent, but it was okay. The animation, I'm gonna give it a 1. The knockback a 0, and the visual effects a 1. All right, now we have black flash. What the? That's his black flash. Wait, can you jump and do it? Oh wait, he has 2 variations though. Wait, I do not remember this. They must have changed it. You got 2. You got 3. Is there a 4th one? Not gonna lie, that's creativity right there. That is some good creativity. The knockback, I'm gonna give it a 3. Animation, I'm gonna give it a 2, but the visual effects, I'm gonna give it a 3. Now it's time to awaken. Sukuna! All right. Well, now we're Sukuna. All right. Now Sukuna got a couple different things, man. He got a couple different things. This man. Damn. Okay. All right. That's pretty cool. Anyway, we're really here for Sukuna's Black Flash. And yes, Sukuna has a Black Flash just like in the manga. All right. Well, here's normal cleats. And then here is the Black Flash. Ooh, that was sick. Yo, wait. You throws them up like this with his mantles? Now that's some very creativity right there. That is different than just that normal cleave Black Flash from JJS. I'm not gonna lie, that one's good. That animation gets a 3, the knockback gets a 3, and the visual effects gets a 3. Sheesh! Cursed Arena, for sure, their Black Flashes in this game is a lot better than it was before. Cursed Arena, Black Flashes goes into peak. The next game that we're on, Ultimate Battlegrounds, and I thought this would be a notable game to do even though it's a non-JJK Battlegrounds game. It does have 2 JJK characters. If you take a look on the left here, you can see in the character tabs, we have 2 JJK characters, Sorcerer King and Cursed Mentor, which is aka Nanami. And if you didn't know, Nanami can perform Black Flash, and I believe this character in this game 4 different Black Flashes. Sheesh! Let's get started. And I like the little tie they gave to my boy. In the first, Black Flash comes from a finisher from Suppression. Now when you run up and use Suppression, the initial flash does that to them. The dummy has 10% health left. Suppression. Damn! Did he disintegrate? Did the dummy disintegrate? That was like a tiny baby little cutscene. Oh. Now that is different. The Black Flash disintegrating your body. Usually when you get hit with a Black Flash, you like will get launched into the moon. Disintegrates your body. I'm not gonna lie, that's some creativity right there. There was no knockback for this Black Flash, so it gets a 0. For the animation, it gets a 3, and for the visual effects, it gets a 3. For its creativity, I have to give this Black Flash an 8 out of 10. All right, we're moving on to the next Black Flash, and this one is called Precise. And in order to do this move, I need to be using his ultimate technique called Overtime. Time to awaken. Overtime. Oh, okay. Damn. Okay, and the cursed energy is flowing through me too. Oh, damn. Bro is strong as heck. Oh, what the freak? That slash was insane. Hold on. How far can you do this? Damn! Like this is the longest Black Flash range move I've ever seen. This also has a finisher? The 7th mark. Oh, so I have to line it up. Oh, Okay, I got it. I got it. So I just have to line up the 7th mark. Damn. Okay. Woo! Oh my God, he's dead. He was 100%. He was 100. Is this only a one-time use? It's a one-time use. They even blocked it. Damn. This Black Flash, or it's not back at 3. It's animation of 3. It's visual effects of 3. And it's creativity insane. I'm not gonna lie. The cutscene, I wasn't expecting that. And it's definitely a one-time use. This Black Flash gets a 9 out of 10. And that seems to be every single Black Flash in this game. If I missed out any, please tell me in the comment section below. But overall, this game, for its main Black Flash for Nani, Ultimate Battlegrounds gets decent. Before the next Black Flash, I gotta show y'all this beast right here, the REDMAGIC 11 Pro. This isn't just a phone, it's a gaming weapon. Running the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 clocked up to 4.6 gigahertz with 24 gigs of RAM. It's like carrying a gaming PC in your pocket. You're getting 20% more CPU power, 30% more GPU in that buttery smooth 144 Hz AMOLED display. And let's talk cooling. The Aqua Core liquid system has actual liquid metal with 24,000 RPM fan, fastest ever in a phone. No overheating, just straight performance. Plus that flat back design, transparent night freeze in Sub-Zero editions, and clean RGB lighting. This thing just looks insane. And it's smart too. You get game space with AI coach, voice commands, and a win rate predictor tracking you in real time. Then add 520 Hz shoulder triggers, 4D vibration, and boosted sound. It's full console energy, but in your hands. And with that 7,500 mAh battery and 80-watt fast charging, you can grind all day, plug in, and you're back in seconds. So if you're serious about mobile gaming, hit that link in the description and grab your REDMAGIC 11 Pro right now. Major shout out to REDMAGIC for supporting the channel. Now let's continue. The next game we're on is AVA. The first character we're gonna use is Yuji. All right, so his Divergent Fist doesn't have, you know, he has those, but then he has Black Flash, which is also a guard break. Black Flash. The knockback is crazy though, I'm not gonna lie. All right, and the other way we can do it is with my brother. So click my brother for 4. All right, my brother is here. So let's see, are you on the ground? Okay, so Black Flash. Oh, that's again, Black Flash. But as you can see, he boogie woogie. All right, I ain't gonna lie, the Black Flash could have some good visual effects and stuff, especially because it's Yuji. That boy be slinging them punches for Black Flashes. So I don't know why it's kind of like a little bit yucky in terms of like the animation, but the knockback is a 3, the animation is a 1, and the visual effects is a 2. So we're just gonna do that, especially with the variation. We move on to, so Goto in this game is pretty busted. Now his passive is literally Black Flash. Now this passive, if you land this with your kill death ratio being good, allows you to unlock the ultimate hollow purple, which is hollow nuke. RG. Oh shoot, here we go. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Sheesh. And now that landed a Black Flash. Okay, so it takes about 2 to 3 kills to get the Black Flash to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Hollow nuke time. Oh. I learned it. I learned how to do it. That's really easy. All you gotta make sure you do is hollow purple, like 2 people. But for the knockback, I'm gonna give it a 2. Visual effects, I'm gonna give it a 3. And animation, I'm gonna give it a 2. Creativity is pretty good. We are Toto. Toto has 2 Black Flashes. Oh, okay, so it's the same thing like Yuji's. So if you just push 3, I said, there we go. Damn, that does some damage though. I ain't gonna lie, that does do some damage. Hold on. You see what I mean? The kick comes out. Oh, 3rd time's a charm. See? Okay, we'd already mastered Black Flash. This took a couple of tries. You know what I'm saying? Time to awaken to do the final Boogie Woogie that has the Black Flash. So hopefully there's no gimmick to having to do this correctly. That's wait, wait, that's it. Oh, so you say that move literally wipes your whole awakening part. The animation for this one is a 3. The knockback is a 3, and the visual effects is a 3. The next character we're using is Sukuna, and yes, this dude has a black flash in this game. Now, his black flash actually comes from his awakening. So, as you can see right now, this is what his awakening looks like. That's hot. That's hot. Just like Gojo, Sukuna has the same passive black flash activation mechanic. So you will need to get some kills off to increase your kill death ratio, and then you can go ahead and do the 5 in 1 black flash passives. Oh, okay. Ravager, Blessing. Sheesh, that was the black flash. Okay, wait, hold on. Now I should be able to do Shrine. I landed that, boy. Hold on. So I'm gonna give it a 2 for all 3. Animation 2, knockback 2, and visual effects 2. All right, now we're on the final character for this game that has black flash, and that is Nanami. I'm just gonna read this to y'all. This sounds insane, all right? Hitting 7 critical hits will turn these critical hits into black flashes, but missing a black flash will end the sub mode and you will lose your buff. So he has a buff black flash passive. I figured it out. So look, you have unlimited black flashes. And I believe this is for every move. Oh, they weren't lying. Every move has a black flash. Damn! Time to go overtime. Bisecting flash. Damn, that did 50 damage! 50? What the freak? Okay, hold on. Hair grab. No, he hit me. I lost my buff. I lost the buff. All 3s across the board. His black flash gets a 10 out of 10. ABA's black flashes, based off the grades we gave him and how I'm feeling towards it, goes into peak. They definitely know how to throw some black flashes into their combos to deal massive damage. The next game that we're on is Jujutsu Beatdown. I stayed away from Yuji because I know that they were adding more black flashes to his character. This character specifically, I believe, only has 1. Limited Rush. Damn! This move right here, Limitless Rush, with his black flash finisher, you get a 3 across the board. Animation a 3, knockback a 3, and visual effects a 3. Next character that has black flash is Yuta. Don't move. Look at this cutscene. Damn! That's not bad. For an animation, we get a 3. For the knockback, that character did not flop. You get a 0. The visual effects though, 3. Now, I believe that was Yuta's only black flash. If I'm wrong in the comment section, if I missed one, let me know. Yuji in this game has multiple black flashes. We're going to perform every single one that they've added since the last time I've checked this character out, which is about probably 5-6 months ago. All right, we have Koksin. Okay, animation, we'll give it a 2. Knockback, we'll give it a 0. And for visual effects, we'll give it a 2. Nothing too crazy. That was nothing too crazy. Also, here is a M1 black flash. His M1 black flash ain't bad though. That's not bad. Animation, I give it a 2. The knockback, I give it a 2. And the visual effects, I give it a 3. Next, we have Beatdown. Oh, this is good. Damn! Damn! Hello? Oh my goodness. Hey, so that's just a melee variant? Oh, it don't even matter. You're cooked. Oh, that's wonderful. 3 across the board. Animation 3, knockback 3, visual effects at 3. Now, in order to awaken, you have to push G, and I believe this is also a black flash. Damn! Damn! Standing over your opponent while you awaken. Imagine they only have 1 HP and you do that. That's insane. And damn, this aura, this sparks of black energy, cursed energy around me is insane. Damn, just for the awakening, we gotta give that an animation of 3. The knockback is 0 because bro didn't fly. But then again, we're gonna give the knockback a 3 as well because that was just aura. So Soul Shrine doesn't have a black flash, but its cursed energy variations has my brother. What does this do? That KKG? What the heck is going on here? Oh! Damn! Oh, bro, oh, we still going? Oh my goodness! What the freak? Bro, KKG, why you doing that? Damn, 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 damn! Oh! Clap it up. Clap it up. That, my brother animation, a 3. Knockback, a 3. Visual effects, a 3. Lie to me, 8 black flashes. Let's see again. 1, 2. There we go. Damn. 3, 4, 5, 6. Damn. Damn. Oh my God. The knockback was. Oh yeah. Yeah. Animation 3, knockback 3, visual effects 3. Pillar slice. Dang. Okay, the knockback is a 0. The animation and creativity is a 3, and the visual effects is a 3. This one right here is called True Potential. Boom, boom, boom. Damn. Animation 3, visual effects 3, knockback 3. Knockback 0. I believe that was every single Black Flash in Jujutsu Beatdown. And Yuji, out of all the other characters that can do Black Flash in this game, just stands out on top. In terms of just the Black Flash King, Jujutsu Beatdown is on God. Alright, and the next game that we're on is Sorcerer Battlegrounds. Alright, now Yuji only has 1 Black Flash, so I believe that's it. So here we go. Black Flash. Oh, no, and I lied. He has another one, too. This one you could jump into as well. They literally explode. They literally explode. Animation, we're going to give it 1. Knockback, we're going to give it 0. And visual effects, we're going to give it a 2. The next character is Todo. Now, if I hit G to awaken, this is exactly where his Black Flash is. All right, here we go. And number 2, we have Black Flash. Oh shoot! It's a cutscene? Damn! Damn! Oh, for animation, we're gonna give it a 3. For the knockback, we're gonna give it a 0. And for visual effects, we're gonna give it a 3. And I have to do Great Impact perfectly. All right, so this is what Great Impact looks like. Damn! Okay. But this is what Great Impact looks like when you time it right. You get this Black Flash effect, but I thought it would have been even more though. Or maybe there's like a cutscene to it. Huh. You get this cool little kill finisher. For animation, I'm gonna give it a 2. For the knockback, I'm gonna give it a 2, and for visual effects, I'm gonna give it a 1. Yuta also has a Black Flash in this game. We need to awaken first. Number 2 is called Black Flash. Damn! Straight. Damn! Okay, that was clean. I'm gonna give it a 3 for the animation, a 3 for the knockback, and a 3 for the visual effects. Now we're on Mastery Gojo. Now this Mastery Gojo in its base form has 2 Black Flashes. This one's called Crushing Blue. Like this. Slide on. Damn! Now that's a cool Black Flash. Creativity is pretty good. The animation, I'm gonna give it a 2. The knockback, I'm gonna give it a 3. And visual effects, I'm gonna give it a 3. His other one is called Sparks of Black. You don't have to use this twice to get it off. If they're on low HP, you get this. Oh. It's so cool to look at. All 3 across the board. Animation 3, knockback 3, and visual effects 3. Now that we're awakened Mastery Gojo, he also has 2 more black flashes. Red reversal. This move, animation, we get a 3, knockback, we get a 3, and visual effects, we get a 3. And then we have limitless combo. Number 2. Back over here. Excuse me. Boom. Get over. Get back over there. Okay, this is like one of my favorite Gojos. Animation, that gets a 3. Knockback gets a 3, and visual effects gets a 3 for that move as well. And I believe that is every single black flash in Sorcerer Battlegrounds. In terms of all the black flashes that were done though, Gojo pretty much carried every single body. Every other black flash I kind of came across other than the other characters were definitely a little bit lackluster except for Yuta, but Gojo pretty much carried. Otherwise this would have been a mid, but because of that, black flashes in this game are going in decent. Which leaves one final game, the king of the JJK games, Jujutsu Shenanigans. And starting with the first character, we're using Yuta. They actually gave him a black flash secret finisher for his second move, Resolute Slash. Now, the origin of Yuta's black flash came from the movie Jujutsu Kaisen 0, where Yuta did a black flash against Geto. And in order to do this, we have to use this like a counter. And here we go. Black flash! Damn! Yo, that knockback was pretty good, I'm not gonna lie, and the animation was nice too. Hold on, I gotta try that again. Resolute black flash. Boom. Oh, I thought the knockback was actually like, all right, well, a projectile allowed me to do the black flash counter. Here we go. It allows you to, oh shoot. It does. It allows you to. Okay, next character we have on the list is Yuji, and this character has so many different black flashes. It's insane. We counted up to 8 black flashes. Now, Yuji's first black flash is a passive called Sparks of Black, which is a parry mechanic, which allows you to block opponent's M1 within 0.2 seconds before it hits. So in order for this to work, I believe I have to M1 right after this Sparks of Black. So here we go. Ooh. Here we go. Okay, that's not bad, but it's just a nice little way to get your M1 to come out so much faster, and it's pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. Be able to parry somebody and then throw a quick black flash jab. I like to call this like the black flash jab. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty dope. And Sparks of Black does about 7 damage. Yuji's next black flash is his black flash air finisher from Curse Strikes. So here we go. Curse Strikes. Oh my goodness. Why does he have so many black flashes? I mean, he is the ultimate Sparks of Black user, you know what I'm saying? Curse Strikes black flash variation does about 18 damage. It's a very quick animation and they die instantly. The next black flash is the Divergent Fist variation. All right, here we go. Black flash. Still my favorite black flash, and this black flash does 10 damage. Yuji's 3-move black flash also has a finisher. So here we go. Black flash. Yeah. 1. Boom! Oh my god, that knockback was deep. That was about 10-15 yards. Goodness. And the animation on that is also a wind-up. His fist just stays connected on the chest, and then he just blows them all the way back. My goodness. I gotta give him a 5 on his finisher and a 5 on the animation. But that's not all. He has more. And this black flash is called the zone. This is when Yuji enters the zone state to do a chain of black flashes. Now, in order to perform this, you need to have a dummy or a user where their back is not facing you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, he got a little wind up with all that curse energy hitting you in your back. I know your back is hurt. That did about 30% damage, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm gonna give that wind up animation a 4. I'm gonna give the knockback a 2, and the damage I'm gonna give a 4. But he has another chain variation. Damn! That knockback was crazy. That was the Fist Zone Black Flash. Oh my goodness. That one gets a 4 for the animation, and it gets a 3 for the knockback. And that's the kick one, and good googly moogly. Dang, that knockback gets a 5. That kick animation gets a 5. That was a Yuji uppercut that y'all bothered me so much for. And with the uppercut Black Flash, I gotta give it an animation 5, knockback 5, and visual effects 5. So we saw the first Black Flash zone finisher with the punch, and we saw the second Black Flash zone finisher with the kick, which leaves the final zone. Oh my god. Yo, that was the final zone finisher. That was a 5 for the animation and the knockback. I mean, my goodness. I have now completed all of 8 of Yuji's Black Flash, and it's not even overwhelming. It's just amazing that he has so many different ones. The next character on is Heian Sukuna, and I didn't know they were gonna add his Black Flash, but in the manga, I just finally got to the chapter where he landed the Black Flash on Maki, and we put it in the game, man, and I haven't seen it yet. It says Cleave Rush used twice, so I know this has to be it. Boom, boom. Damn! Yo, that knockback is crazy. that damage is crazy too. Wait, come here. Oh my god, that did like so much damage. Now his Cleave Rush, if you don't do the Black Flash version, kills you on impact. But this, that did so much damage. Now does this have a kill animation or the finisher? Let me see. Nah, but that flash is insane. The big flash right in my face, it's like a rainbow Black Flash. Like, look how far this goes. Damn. It does do crazy knockback. I'm not gonna lie, this knockback is pretty crazy. Does it have a kill finisher? It does not. For his animation, I'm gonna give it a 3. For his damage, I'm gonna give it a 5. And for his knockback, I'm gonna give it a 4. It's very good for all 3 of those. I was not expecting them to add a Black Flash variation for his Cleave Rush. Next character, you can't just have the strongest of history without the strongest of today, and that is Gojo. And this Gojo in this game has 3 different Black Flashes. And his first Black Flash comes from his base kit from the move Rapid Punches. Here we go. Boop, 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 boop. And this is a finisher. Okay, the knockback ain't bad. The knockback ain't bad. The animation, I'm gonna give it a 2. It's not a bad animation because he just keeps wailing on you. And this gives you a quick jab, but that jab is very powerful. It gives you a very decent knockback. And for the knockback, I'm gonna give it a 3, and the damage is 0 because it's a kill finisher. Gojo's next Black Flash comes from his second move in his Awakening, Reversal Red Max. You shoot the Reversal Red Max, hold R, bring him back, Black Flash. And you can also do this in the air. Boom! The fact that you can do it in the air is really nice, and the sound effects is going crazy in my ear. I'm gonna give the animation a 4, the damage a 4, and the knockback a 2 because he doesn't go very far when you knock him back. And that was his second Black Flash, but that's not it. He has one more. And here's what his Black Flash looks like as a finisher. Oh my god, wait, there's no way that was his knockback. That's his knockback? There's too much debris over there. Back up a little bit. Wow, that's his knockback for this? The animation is clean though. Let me try the air variation because he also can do this in the air. Oh yeah. The knockback ain't crazy. The knockback is definitely a 1, but that animation a 5. He does have 3 different types of Black Flash. Pretty good, man. That's pretty good. The next character on the list is Mahito, and he's one of the high potential characters in this game that has 4 different Black Flashes. And to do his Black Flash is just like Yuji and Heian Sukuna. You have to use Focus Strike. So 1T. Ooh. That's all it does. I think this Black Flash does about 10 damage, but the knockback is definitely a 2. He didn't go very far. Animation is very quick. I'm also going to give it a 2. The knockback a 2 and the damage a 2. And then if I spawn a low HP dummy, his other one is a finisher. So clear all dummies, spawn low HP dummy, hit him with the Black Flash. Hey, now that's unique. Every other person that got hit with the Black Flash flew either across the map straight to their chest. But Mahito's like, nah, my Black Flash is different from everybody else's. If you take a look Mahito's Black Flash literally exploded the dummy mid-air. I'm gonna give the knockback at 3, but let's check that out again. Hit him like this, and he explodes. It's kind of like he gives him that transfiguration with the Black Flash. That's pretty dope. I'm not gonna lie, they actually cooking with that. So that animation is gonna get a 4, that knockback's gonna get a 3, and the damage is gonna get a 0 because it's just a finisher. And it's very unique. I'm gonna put a uniqueness to it because it's different from everybody else's. Like I said, his Black Flash makes them explode. Everybody else's just goes flying. And you used to be able to do auto transfiguration as a Black Flash. I remember like back in the day, but they changed it and now it's a G move, I think, but correct me if I'm wrong, chat. It's his G move, which lets him get to the next transformation. Now that knockback, it's like a 2. I wouldn't go it didn't go very far at all. I feel like this debris about to mess me up. To a second transformation, you have to land this twice. So here we go. Yeah, it's just the animations are 2, the knockbacks are 2, and the damage are 2. It doesn't do anything really crazy. Ah, yes, sir. True Mahito's form. For his final Black Flash, this comes from Widespread Strikes. Widespread Strikes. It's really not the best, I'm not gonna lie. Compared to what we've already seen so far in this video, it's kind of average. Unfortunately, this is the final character in this game that can perform Black Flashes. I would really like to see other characters be added to the game that can also perform Black Flashes, but so far this is what we have. In total has 4 different Black Flashes, which is pretty funny to me, because I thought he only had 3. I never knew that one of his Black Flashes had like a projectile variation added to it. Dang, that knockback is pretty good. What? It does that much damage? It does that much damage? Yo, that damage is a 5 and that animation is a 4. I'm not gonna lie. Dang, it did so much damage. Oh my god. Toto has a Black Flash wind gust variation, so I think I have to be kind of close. Oh, there we go. I did it off the first try. Yes, sir. Now that damage for that is not the strongest, but does that also have a kill animation too? Oh, it literally just kills them. There's nothing special about it. All right, and now let's see the kill animation for his Black Flash once we actually touch them. Oh my god, bro, where did the dummy go? Yo, the knockback is insane. Y'all didn't tell me the knockback was like that. That knockback is like a 10. The animation is also a 5. Now he also has a Black Flash in his awakening. Yes, sir. I got my boy Yuji as my stand right here. And this move is called Brothers, which is a counter. And it summons Yuji out of nowhere to smash his Black Flash fist in their face. Now knockback is a good knockback. That's still a decent knockback in my opinion. That's a 4. And the damage on this move is crazy. It's 80 damage. Yuji still comes out even from this distance right here. I missed, and you can just control the Black Flash, which is pretty cool. And that's like the distance it goes. As Toto switches himself out, Yuji comes in. I really like that. That's pretty cool. Jujutsu Shenanigans has so many different Black Flashes that are very unique. There's so many different variations. I would say that Jujutsu Shenanigans has way more variations than every other game. Jujutsu Shenanigans is definitely not peak. It's going in godly. And if you take a look at the entire list, we have 2 games in godly for the first time, 2 games in peaks, and 2 games in decent. These games, gotta give it up to them and give them claps. They have really tried to incorporate what Black Flash should really look like on Roblox. So give it up to the devs for this one. And with that being said, sheesh. And I believe I've covered all of the Black Flashes in every single game that I could get to. For ones that I couldn't get to based off of time, I apologize. You know, maybe we'll do a part 2 to this because because there's always black flashes being added to different Roblox games. With that being said, let me know in the comment section below what you guys would like to see me do next. Make sure to subscribe. This wasn't easy. It's your boy Dr. T. Always remember one thing, I have a PhD. I'll see y'all in the next one.